Well, hello there. It's that time again. Yes, it is. Time for our weekly tarot and astrology blog. And as usual, I'm going to go over some major arcana with the Tarot de Marseille, a couple of minor cards to give us some practical advice and outlook, and then go over a little bit of astrology, and it will be a little, okay? There's not a lot coming up this week that's really worth talking about, as you'll see. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the major arcana cards. I have drawn 3 of them. They're going to come in a moment and cover my face more or less. All right, they'll take up most of the screen. And the cards that I pulled for us are the Chariot, the Devil, and the Empress. Oh, very interesting. Of course, the Devil immediately draws her eye there in the center. Here we have this figure standing upon this block of stone with 2 people chained to him. To the left we have the Chariot, who is driving 2 horses. And he is driving them towards the left and averting his eyes towards the left, away from the Devil. On the right-hand side is the Empress. She is sitting upon her throne. She has her shield up on one side, her scepter of rulership on the other, and again her eyes are averted towards the right, away from the Devil. So we have an active avoidance with the Chariot. He's standing, he's driving, he's moving away from this devil creature. And we have the Empress passively ruling, sitting on her throne, okay, and again going in the opposite direction with her gaze, averting her eyes and avoiding the Devil. So what is the Devil? Well, the Devil for us can be excessive materialism, which is very, very easy to fall into this time of year. Okay, with Christmas season, nothing wrong with shopping. You know, it's a part of what we do. We need to go out and have fun and need to share our wealth, okay, more or less qualify that, you know, share our material reality with family and friends, of course. But we don't want to get too tied up in that. We don't want to get too tied up in road rage, frustration, anger. These are all things that can crop up with the holidays, because the holidays can be very demanding. So what we need to do, what this is saying is basically we need to, on all levels, actively and passively guard against negativity, getting chained to things, okay? Whatever our addiction, whatever our weaknesses may be, we need to avoid those chains. We need to keep our vision towards higher things, which is also going to be underscored by the minor arcana cards. Yes, that's right. I've drawn 2 minor arcana, which I always do, to give us a little more practical advice. We have here the 9 of Wands, and we have the Page of Coins, or Pentacles. Now, the figure in the Coins card is looking at his big coin, and he seems to be very preoccupied. He's not looking at changes that need to be made. 9 of Wands, or 9 of Clubs, equivalent in playing cards, is a lot of changes. Very practical in nature. But he's not looking at all that. He's just really fixed on one particular thing that's of interest to him. So we want to try to widen our vision. This is the thing. The Devil will chain us to a particular reality. He'll send us to a hell of our own making. Okay? By limiting our reality, limiting our viewpoints. We want to keep those as broad as possible. And if we do that, we're going to find that really things aren't so bad after all. Okay, let's go ahead and look at some astrology now. There's not a lot to look at, honestly. We're in a real waning phase of the moon. The moon is getting weaker, fading away. And we are basically looking at a situation where there's not a lot of energy in that sense. We're still in Mercury retrograde. That's going to go to the 22nd of December. We do have a new moon coming up a week from this Monday. That'll be interesting. A new moon on a Monday is very, very powerful. We don't have a lot of aspects to take advantage of. And the one that we do have that's interesting, now we do on this coming Friday, we are going to have Mercury and Venus conjunct, but being so close into the dark of the moon, okay, when the moon is most waned, I don't really consider it a useful aspect. Some of you may disagree. You may want to do ritual to unify mind and heart. That's really what this would probably be really good for. But personally, I would just go ahead and leave it alone. Just do my standard meditation, whatever, and then take advantage of the new moon when it comes around. So that's kind of like how I'm going to take that for the time being. Okay, well there you go. We've had our weekly tarot and astrology reading. I appreciate you tuning in. I really do. Appreciate your support. And until I see you next week, many, many blessings.